Hey, what's going on, guys? Noble Savage back here again with a third video in the Blessed Unleashed character trial series. Today we're doing the Ranger, and we're going to jump into things pretty quick here because this is our third video. You're already familiar with what's going on. We're going to start testing out our left and right click abilities here. So we have a couple, charge shots. We got some regular shots, rapid fire shots, things like that. And then we're going to start cracking into the rest of our abilities here. So we have our reload ability, which is C, which you need to reload your arrows for the Ranger, which is pretty interesting. Then we have our V ability, which is a charged shot. And the longer you hold it, the longer it charges, up to a 3-point kind of situation. Our number 1 ability is like a targeted long shot. Number 2 is an arrow volley that you shoot up in the air and affects an area, obviously, that's like targeted on the ground. Number 3 is another jump like charge shot. And number 4 here is a charged multi-shot. So the longer you hold it, same thing like the V ability, and you shoot a ton of arrows the longer you hold it. So we're going to reload here again, and then we're going to run down and we're going to start our combat phase. Across this bridge, follow the little wispy thing from, looks like the fairies from Zelda. Alright, so we're going to jump down and we're going to attack the goblins. So, again, you can see the Ranger, just like the Mage, does some pretty serious damage, even just with the regular abilities, the left and right click here. So that's pretty cool. Also, the multi-shot ability is really awesome. I think that's really cool, obviously, because if there's multiple enemies at range, you can do some pretty serious damage before they even have a chance to get to you, which is really nice. The reloading is kind of strange. I guess it's kind of similar to the Mage, where you have to reload your mana points, but I feel like you don't get as much with the Ranger. You have to reload more often, which I guess makes sense, obviously, because the quiver would be limited, but it's just a little different than some of the other MMOs out there. So you can see there that I did the charge shot number 1 that launched him up into the air and knocked him on his back for a minute, and then I hit him with the arrow volley here, which is number 2, which, I mean, it does a lot of damage if you get him stuck in it for that whole time. And I mean, just a few times that I've hit him so far, he's almost at 3/4 health, so that's pretty good damage for only hitting him a few times. So there you'll see I'll hit him and he's in it for more of a consistent amount of time, and then I hit him with the knockback again and just doing massive damage. Put a couple in his back, and I made pretty short work of this guy. The Ranger is very good and very potent if you can get past the reloading. I try to hit these guys with the volley and I totally miss, which is awesome, and then I run into it myself, so it's a good thing that there's no friendly fire damage as far as I know. Kill these 2 guys real fast, and then it's going to spawn our second to last mob, which is the big stun AoE guy. Get the health orbs here, and then we're going to take this guy down real quick, and then we're going to move on to fighting the big bad at the end, the big ogre. So this guy got stuck in the volley for most of the time, and it did just massive damage. I mean, you can just see his health bar going down. I mean, that was so much damage in such a little amount of time. So if you're looking for a really fast DPS range class, I would definitely say this is the one for you. I actually feel like this might be a little bit faster than the Mage, to be honest. Even with the reloading, just because how fast you can shoot and how strong the damage is just crazy. I mean, I took him out in like half the time it took me on the Mage. Granted, I wasn't getting knocked around like a piñata, but still, I killed him a lot faster this time around. So we're going in here, we're going to summon the big ogre guy. Which, he falls from a pretty good distance and he doesn't take any damage. It's pretty funny that we can kill him so quick. I know it's a game, it's just things I think about. Alright, so here we're gonna fight him. Again, I made pretty short work of this guy too. You can see how much, I mean, for a mini boss, or essentially just a boss, I guess, each shot you can just see how much damage he's taking. I mean, it even takes a second after I'm done firing to do the full amount of damage. You can see his health bar just draining quickly. Like, this guy just really didn't stand a chance when I was playing as the Ranger. I feel like she had some really good range and some fucking amazing damage. Pardon my language, but I just felt like it was a lot of fun to play, and I almost felt like it was a little overpowered, so I wouldn't be surprised if they get a little bit of a nerf, because compared to some of the other classes, it was really stand out, honestly. And really agile too, so really quick moving. I had no problems dodging things with this one like I did with the mage, which, not that the mage is slow, but I just play it slower because the casting times throw me off a little bit. So yeah, here we go. I caught him in the volley too, right when he was about to do his jump. He wasn't in it for the whole thing, but he did still take a good chunk from it. And, you know, typical style, I think I've done that every time. I dodge right into the I-beam instead of around it, which is amazing. So here we go. I caught him in the volley the full time that time. It just, I mean, it nuked his health bar. Reloading here. Realized I was at one arrow. So as you can see, guys, I mean, this class is amazing. I couldn't find really any faults with it, other than the fact that I felt like it really wasn't a challenge to beat this, which I like to be challenged when I play. It kind of keeps the game interesting. But yeah, so there we have it, guys. We took him out pretty quick this time. I think this might be the shortest one out of all of them, just because how fast I killed him. So if you guys did like this one, please make sure you leave a like on it, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because we still have the Berserker and the Crusader who are coming out within the next day or two here. So stay tuned for those. And then coming up this weekend, we have the New Worlds open beta, which I'm going to do doing as much content as I possibly can over every topic I can possibly think of for you guys. So if you're excited for those, let me know down in the comments. Leave a like on the video. That's going to do it for me, guys. I will catch you in the next video.